Hi, my name is John Runaway, and in this episode, we're gonna explore the UFO phenomenon here in Thailand. If you know me, you know that I have a keen interest in this topic. And although I'm not quite sure where I stand on it, I have been following, as probably many of you have, the recent developments on UFOs and extraterrestrials.
Well, the first, look at that thing! Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly!
Scientists in Mexico pulling back the curtain on what they believe are aliens and put two of those corpses on display. Take a
You
look.
believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
There are numerous UFO documentaries I've watched throughout the years, but somehow I never came across anything on UFOs or extraterrestrials here in Thailand. So I just decided to explore it myself, and I will take you guys with me. Now I have no idea what we will find, or if we will encounter anything at all, but our journey will start with a road trip to Khao Kala, which is Thailand's only UFO hotspot, located about 4 hours north of Bangkok, in a city called Nakhon Sawan. Okay guys, we think we arrived at our last stop. We are half an hour away from Nakhon Sawan, and I think I see the Khao Kala hill. I think I see the UFO mountain over there. Take a look. That's it right there in the background, I think. I have actually managed to convince 3 of my friends to willingly accompany me to Khao Kala, which is a formation of hills in Nakhon Sawan and home to a community of UFO believers called Khao Kala UFO, or at least that's what they were formerly called. After reports about this community went global several years ago, the group was apparently involved in some sort of a land dispute, and stories about it got quiet over time, until the group eventually became inactive. I have not really been able to get in touch with anyone from that area prior to get any information, locations, or schedule anything in advance, so we departed without any expectations. Okay guys.
Yay!
Alright guys, we have finally made it to Nakhon Sawan. It took us about 3 to 3.5 hours to get here, and I'm really excited to get into town, talk to a few people, see if they seen some extraterrestrial activities over here. I'm on about 2 to 3 hours of sleep tonight, so I will definitely rest my eyes for a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a minute. We were about to head out to a restaurant for food, but decided to quickly stop by the only alien-themed shop in town to get a few cold coffees first. Nakhon Sawan is nothing like the extraterrestrial highway in Nevada, where you come across a lot of different alien-themed shops, cafes, and motels. I'll be honest, the only reason why we stopped here for drinks was for me to at least get some footage of inflatable aliens and paper-cut UFOs for this episode. Little did we know that this unassuming coffee shop would open up the portal to a higher dimension. I'm sorry, can I also ask you where we can find aliens here?
Yes.
Can you maybe write me down where I can find? On Google Maps? Oh no way, so they have many groups and she's about to give us a contact to one of them.
อ๋อพี่เขาอยู่ดัน
Okay, now she's going somewhere. Let's see with what she comes back. Okay, we are basically here at like a rinky-dink alien cafe. It's funnily themed after aliens and extraterrestrials, but she might have some inside information that actually can lead us to contact one of those groups that is responsible for painting this painting. Apparently a depiction of a real alien that came down here in Khao Kala.
มีผู้หญิงมีคนไทย
สวัสดีค่ะ
ไทยเหรอ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ได้แล้วพี่เขาอยู่ที่ในห้องเหรอคะเขาอาบน้ำอยู่เขาเพิ่งมาเมื่อวาน
อ๋ออยู่นี่ อ๋อ โอเค โอเค ได้ค่ะ
ค่ะ
อ๋อ ค่ะ
เจีย
so he is taking a shower
He's here taking a shower. The leader of Khao Kala? The leader of the UFO?
Like the very famous guy that he went on the television show. He saw the alien. His experience. Yeah.
He's taking a shower in this cafe. Okay. Well, that's great. We might conclude our first interview today. So after waiting for a while, the lady working the tea shop told us that the doctor would sadly not be available for an interview right away and suggested us instead to visit her sister, who is the leading member of the Khao Kala UFO group. Since it was getting late, we took her up on the offer. Yeah, do you guys even feel comfortable doing this?
Doing what?
Going there?
I want to live there.
Yeah, how was your shake?
I didn't think it was a brownie thing. I didn't read it. I can't read Thai. But it was good.
I'm counting this as the 6th meal.
Tim must have known something all along, as we abandoned our restaurant plans because all of a sudden we found ourselves on a ride to meet some of the former members of the Khao Kala UFO group. And as it was about to turn out, this group is still very much alive and active here in Nakhon Sawan. This little shrine in the corner displays several paintings and a life-size figure of Roku. Roku is an alien, central to the Khao Kala UFO community, and is apparently in frequent contact with the group.
When my father first spoke to the media, he recalled the alien to be about 120 centimeters tall. The name of the alien is Roku the UFO, or Roku for short.
And when was the last time that Roku appeared? When was the last time when they saw him?
The last time? The last time. We last saw him on May 16, during a meeting at the Hill. Look at this spacecraft. If they are inside the craft, there will be 5 beings sitting together, both males and females. Recently, they have antennas on their heads. It acts as a radar and a light receiver. My father has already passed away, but he provided us with a drawing. If they were to come and meet us, they would be approximately looking like this: small body and big eyes. The aliens want the world to know about their presence. They have actually been preparing for a while now, and they want us to know about different types of events.
Oh yeah, does Roku talk to you, or is he communicating in any sort of way?
The reason for their arrival here on our planet is mainly about preparing us for the upcoming disasters and wars.
To prepare us to get ready for the World War.
At Khao Kala, there are 2 types of aliens from 2 distinct stars: Pluto, the planet in our solar system, and Roku's planet. Regarding the aliens from Pluto, they possess a more intricate form, possessing a more detailed figure. The other aliens tends to be even more intricate than us humans. They also have the ability to transform into light. Typically, Roku communicates through telepathy and isn't adept at human communication. Roku assists in technological advancements and usually communicates through the aliens on Pluto first, before reaching out to us. I have the responsibility to receive signals from Pluto. They want us to be well informed about what's happening or where things going to happen. Thailand is the base. The reason for this is because if a major disaster occurs, Thailand may suffer less damage and can serve as a shelter. We only serve as messengers. If they wish to gain more believers, they will visit any country of their choice. They will approach carefully first and then proceed with their next appropriate steps. Our role is to simply express interest, share the news, and go to the meeting points to reaffirm our beliefs.
I'm a little skeptical because some of the images shown looked like they were pulled from the internet. But I was also thankful for the hospitality and information we received after spending an hour with Somjit. By the way, what you see here is the official greeting when welcoming Roku the alien. I'm sure this greeting will stick with us for a while. Hey, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so through an unexpected coincidence, so we just got to know everything about the Khao Kala UFO group. They were very hospitable, they showed us around, and now we are about to go and visit the UFO hill ourselves. So let's go. Bye-bye. We did not know what to expect, but approaching Khao Kala hill at dusk felt increasingly eerie. There is not much around in this area, and we had no idea if we would be able to find our way up the hill once the sun disappeared. As we approached our destination, we encountered several signs that would eventually lead us to some sort of farm located at the foot of the hill. It turned out that this place is called S Cobra Camp, and the guys have apparently been already contacted. I have to admit, I felt a little uneasy as the guys told us to park our car and insisted on driving us up the hill. They also suggested to best spend the night here, which I was not up for at this point.
Look, next to the hill. It's the white thing moving in the sky. You don't see it? Not the cloud. Down, at the top of the... Right at the... I think there's no reason not to believe, because your life is so boring if you don't believe in this stuff. It's worth it.
After a little hesitation, we took them up on the offer to drive us to the mountaintop of Khao Kala Hill. And I quickly understood why they insisted to drive us up here. It's definitely better that we didn't took your car, mate.
This was... correct.
This is definitely not an easy route.
Yeah.
As we arrived, there were another couple of guys already waiting for us. Now all of those folks seem to be part of the same UFO community. They are regularly taking UFO seekers up Khao Kala Hill. So if you plan your visit, you can contact S Cobra Camp or just show up like we did, and they will accommodate you. Now I know why it's called S Cobra Camp. It's apparently called Cobra Camp for a reason. It's because there are a lot of snakes going up that hill. So I'm actually super happy that the guys from S Cobra Camp took us up here with their 4x4, because it's a very tough road. But you will get rewarded for it by this amazing view. I mean, how could you not love that? It's just a very peaceful place. You will find a small Buddha shrine on top of the hill with the mythical seven-headed Naga snake Buddha in the middle, surrounded by many other little statues that already suggest where to focus your attention on. The group's leader pointed out a few unusual items that appeared on the hill over time, like those 4 pyramids, serving as a symbol of the Egyptian pyramids that the group believes have been built with the help of extraterrestrials. There is also this alien head made out of stone, left by someone in the tree, that has now become an integral part of it. As we grew more at ease with our guides, we decided to stay up a little longer to observe the skies over Khao Kala at night, to see if we would be able to spot anything unusual ourselves. Now Adam and Tim were equipped with all sorts of apps that are able to spot and differentiate stars and satellites in the night skies from actual unidentified flying objects, or UAPs as they are called of late. Besides being able to spot a lot of beautiful stars on this clear night sky, we suddenly spotted something we were not able to identify.
Look at that one above the mountain too. Do you see? Holy shit. Like, it tells me if there's satellites in the sky. That's not a satellite. Oh. Like, because it knows, I haven't set, like, you can even see the settings, but it's not a satellite.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm filming it. I'm filming it.
That is weird.
That is not a plane.
This object didn't show up as a star, plane or satellite on any of our applications. Its pulsating light and slow, smooth movement made us super curious. I have no idea what we have spotted here, guys, but we have already seen more today than we have ever expected before coming here. After this eerie experience, we've decided to make our way down the hill and call it a day, processing what we just might have encountered. Catching a few hours of sleep, I woke up early in the morning to continue my research. There are several interesting connections between Buddhism and extraterrestrials, as well as some really compelling UFO footage taken in recent years here in Thailand. and all roads seem to lead to the same place. Now, some of the temples behind me date back to the 13th century, and there is a reason why we came here to Ayutthaya, because UFOs and extraterrestrials hold a very special place in Buddhist scripture and history. The ancient city of the Siamese Kingdom. It's just about an hour away, and a popular destination for the transient travelers visiting Bangkok, taking a glance at its aged temples and structures. Sanskrit, the sacred language of the historical texts in Buddhism, often refers to prana, a term that describes a permeating life energy extending to all objects and beings on earth and beyond. Many Buddhists believe that we are deeply interconnected with each other and the universe, being able to extend our abilities to enter a higher, interdimensional space through meditation. Although speaking of enlightenment may sound like a practice from the ancient past, there are actual studies that show our brain's capability of producing vastly more light during deep meditations, and that this light, referred to as biophotons, has during evolution become a means of communication between neurons, exchanging information with each other. Now this becomes even more intriguing after finding out that the CIA has invested considerable resources into researching this possible gateway of interdimensional communication in the now declassified documents of the Stargate project. Those documents reveal research into ESP, which stands for extrasensory perception, and the ability of remote seeing, as well as accessing and retrieving information from what is referred to as the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records refer to a compendium of all universal events, thoughts, words, emotion, and intent ever to have occurred in the past, present, or future in terms of all entities and life forms, not just humans. Although none of those possibilities of extrasensory perception are proven, CIA documents reveal that this might be possible by what has been described as the gateway process, a method of synchronizing the wavelengths of your brain's hemispheres to a singular, focused frequency to achieve this higher level of perception. And surprisingly enough, this can supposedly be achieved through meditation. Being equipped with this knowledge, I couldn't wait to return back home to Bangkok and give this process a try. But before I was about to head back home, I received a message from the UFO witness I mentioned in the morning leaving Khao Kala. Out of all the UFO footage I was able to discover here in Thailand, this is by far the best and most convincing evidence I came across. It was recorded in April of 2022 in Nonthaburi, Bangkok, and was witnessed by several people in neighboring provinces. But let's hear about it straight from the source. Can you tell me what happened last year on Friday in April on 2022?
On that day, like it is just my normal routine to exercise on my backyard. But then something happened, like something happened on the sky. So I called my wife to see, and she grabbed the iPhone to record it.
เฮ้ยเหี้ยคืออะไรวะเฮ้ยเธอมาดูในนี้ดิโคตรแปลก
ซูมได้เหรอ
ดูดิเหมือนจานบินเลยอะ
To record, she zoomed in. When I look through her phone, like wide zoom, it's something different.
ดูดิ
มันบินขึ้นได้เหรอ
เฮียอะไรวะมันอะไรอะไม่เป็นไรแล้ว
เอ้าไม่
ตกปะเนี่ย
ไม่เอ้าอ๋อเห็นอะไรอยู่หลังเมฆ
เนี่ย
On my own eyes, it's just a small dot, like circle and orange. But on her phone, its shape is different. The color is like not that orange. It's unbalanced orange, like something yellow, some part yellow, some part orange. It keep going up straight line, but higher and higher. You barely see it on your own eyes. Actually, it like going away.
What do you think it was? Do you have an explanation what you saw that day?
I have no clue about it. Like it's my first time of my life to see something like that.
Do you think that what you saw was a UFO or some extraterrestrial vehicle from another dimension?
I have to say that I love alien movie. I love UFO movie. I watch every sci-fi. I watch disaster movie, end of the world movie. All my favorite. But when I face myself, I could not say that I 100% believe that it is UFO. But if not, what could it be? Our scientists say, #1 scientist of Thailand said it's just an airplane. But I try to record another airplane, actual airplane. Not like that, differently.
Okay, can you find me which area more or less?
Maybe above the park area, above up. You can call it Non-Tabuli area. And one more thing, it's not edited. It's original file.
Now I am making my way to my rooftop to find a little bit of peace and tranquility for trying out this gateway process with the intention to enter the fifth dimension. I don't have any expectation for this one to work out, but I haven't had any expectations prior to filming this episode, so I'd say it's worth giving it a try. It's safe to say that I didn't experience anything I would classify as highly unusual, except of feeling really relaxed and in tune with my surroundings. But maybe there is more to it. Maybe I was just doing it wrong or lacked the proper instructions on how to meditate on this correctly. Well, lucky for me, I got word from one of the Khao Kala community members that they are about to organize a UFO festival in January called the Belief Fest, where they will gather together to appeal to the mystical beings around Khao Kala in a mass meditation session on top of the hill. I think I have to go. You are looking at the very first Belief Fest, organized at the foot of Khao Kala Hill. Arriving on location, it was immediately evident that this won't necessarily be the kumbaya type of UFO gathering I'd expected. The area looks big, security seems very professional, as did everything else. Thorough search, which I think is a good thing, because the entire time I was a little bit suspicious that they all gonna rile us up at this festival and make us drink suspicious Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean. But man, this looks fantastic. The organizers had put up 3 stages for this event, with alien-themed visuals, corresponding decorations, and plenty of food stands for the starving crowd. But that crowd seemed to be missing still. Talking to the organizers prior, we were told they expected somewhere around 3,000 to 5,000 people joining the festivities today. The kickoff was in about 1 hour, and it still felt pretty darn empty. So I decided to go around and ask the few people that arrived why they had come here. I just want to ask you, where are you from?
I'm from the side of Bangkok, is Non.Tabuli. I think I like is see in the UFO.
And do you think we're gonna see a UFO today?
I hope.
Yeah, I want to see. I believe there. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a UFO before?
No.
But you think we're gonna see UFO tonight?
Yes. Thank you.
Where are you guys from?
Thailand.
Are you from Bangkok or from Nakhon Sawan?
Chiang Mai.
Why did you come here?
Alien. UFO.
I don't know where we're going with this one, but I guess it'll all be forgiven if we're gonna see a UFO coming down, or if we're gonna see Roku himself or herself coming to visit us tonight. What was odd to me is that I did not recognize any people I had met on my first trip. All the true UFO believers and people from S Cobra Camp were not around. I came here with Neil and Todd, who were covering a story about the Belief Fest for Southern China Morning Post, and we decided to walk over to S Cobra Camp to investigate a little further. Alright guys, we're making our way to S Cobra Camp, the guys that we visited in the beginning of our documentary, and apparently we got word that they haven't been officially invited. So we're gonna go and take their perspective on the UFO Belief Fest and see what they have to say. So let's see. Arriving at S Cobra Camp, we immediately had the feeling we were going to a counter event. People have been camping out, going up and down the hill, and they even had their own food stalls. So what was going on here?
Right now, the place is ready to be officially open. However, we are currently having zoning issues because this place is a conservation area, but it also quickly becomes a destination for tourists as well. And it overlaps with another area that belongs to a forest community. So we will have to adjust the zoning a bit, but we will try to resolve everything this year. We want to let the media and the world know about Khao Kala, its unique location and what it has to offer. This is a privately organized event by us to specifically promote Khao Kala and the Khao Kala community. But it is not only about that. There are several other things that people can experience here. There are several interdimensional gates that everyone must experience. For example, there is a dimensional gate to extraterrestrial beings here, and there is a gate to the ancient city of Thailand as well. Some of the organizers have been interested in Khao Kala for quite some time now, because when they came here last time, they were able to experience themselves what this place has to offer. I'm here almost every day. You can see me nearly every day, unless I don't feel like coming. Then I stay at home, but my friends are still here. Even if I'm just walking around randomly, I would sometimes encounter a UFO. You just need to wait until it gets dark. The reason why I'm gathering people here is that I want them to see things with their own eyes, make their own judgments, and not just believe in videos or stories they have seen or heard from others. Let everyone see for themselves and decide whether it's true or not. Let me tell you, if you stay here long enough, you will eventually see one. Last night at 6:30, the first UFO we encountered was huge. The star Venus is usually very bright, right? But last night, the craft we have seen was even brighter than Venus, much brighter. It seems like a good sign for the event happening here. We will stay out here a little longer tonight, but we will come later to the festival too.
Thank you. Okay,
thank you so much. Thank you very much again, thanks. After clearing the air, we headed back to the Belief Fest, as we were picked up by a friendly truck driving past us. We are heading back to the Belief Fest to see if there are more people around, frankly. So let's see what's happening there.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Thanks. The festival has considerately picked up steam after sunset. We were probably far from the expected visitor count, but the guy on stage who's running for mayor this year has apparently just declared Khao Kala Hill to be Thailand's Area 51, accompanied by loud cheers and applause from a happy crowd. Even though it was much less intimate than my first experience, and there was no gathering to attract the appearance of Roku the alien through collective meditation that I have hoped for so much. Despite that, this event was put together very well. It attracted a lot of like-minded UFO enthusiasts who happily celebrated their beliefs to the tunes of some of the most popular Thai artists and DJs. And this festival will probably go down in history, putting Khao Kala Hill on the map as Thailand's #1 UFO hotspot. Overall, there is so much to explore here in Nakhon Sawan, a historical trade hub in the middle of Thailand between Bangkok and Chiang Mai. Besides Khao Kala, this place is most famous for Thailand's largest rivers merging here, marking the beginning of the Chao Phraya. But for me, this marks the end of our episode today. Now, if you're into UFOs or extraterrestrials, I can definitely recommend you visit Khao Kala Hill. Even go to the Belief Fest if there's gonna be one next year. It's a unique experience, and I'll make sure to provide you with all the information I can find to accommodate your trip. Now please like and subscribe, or even donate me a cup of coffee, because I really enjoy doing this. And I have the feeling that this won't be the last time that I'm investigating the UFO phenomenon here in Thailand. See you guys next time. Bye bye.